Good morning to all DNA Astrology viewers and listeners. Welcome to DNA Astrology in English. I would like to discuss today, according to DNA Astrology, what is the basic secrets of DNA Astrology. Usually, when we discuss the characteristics of a particular person, behavior of a particular person, or attitude of a particular person, what we do usually, we use it to see ascendant and planets placed at ascendant based on. That we use it to calculate the character, the behavior, the attitude, mannerism of a particular person. Using the Karakatva features of the planets, so this is what is happening in the normal astrology, isn't it? But in DNA astrology, what we are going to do is, we are going to calculate the Karakatva, the mannerism and characteristics of features, behavior of concerned person, using the karmic registry of the planet, not the particular planet. Take for an example, what about the placement of planet Saturn in our ascendant, means Lagna? Usually what we do is, if Saturn is placed in Lagna, how do we estimate, how do we calculate concerned person behavior and day-to-day action or activities, attitudes and mannerism? How do we assume the concerned person characters? Usually what we do, we compare the character features of a Saturn, whether the relating to the person or not. But we are going to do here is to take birth star of Saturn according to DNA astrology. The star of burn, the star of Saturn, birth star of Saturn is Revati. So Revati star carries the curse of Mars, What is the attitude of Saturn? In general, Saturn is a very slow and lazy. At the same time, Saturn is a Karakatva of our profession. He is a profession god. Saturn is a hard working person. Am I right? At the same time, Saturn is not punctual. That means he is lazy. Saturn has two dimensions here. One is very hard working person, because Saturn is a god of our profession. I told you. Saturn is a Karakatva of slavery also. You know how slaves work. Slaves or employee work very hard. And second dimension, is Saturn cannot be punctual, very late, because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. Saturn is a very slow moving planet among the 9 planets. These are the usual characteristics of the Saturn according to the normal or traditional astrology. If Saturn is placed in Lagna, according to the DNA astrology, instead of Saturn characteristics, here Mars is working out. Mars is playing the major role instead of Saturn, if Saturn is placed in Lagna. Mars is placing vital role and influences the characteristics like mindset, behavior and decision making and attitude of the concerned particular person. Everything in our nature is based on stimulate and responsibility to the stimulate. The behavior of the concerned person is based on only two dimensions, stimulate and response to the stimulate. So we do something, the nature will give return to us another thing. The nature will impose something known as our external environment, and external relations will be something else. We do react to that. So action and the reaction according to the Newton law. So these are the two dimensions of our life and character. If Saturn placed in Lagna, Saturn is placed in the ascendant, instead of a character of a Saturn, the person will be highly influenced by the karmic register of Mars. So the characteristics of Mars will be bounded by the concerned person.